Leon, good morning to you. Thank you so much for your time. What's your reaction as the Free Market Foundation to this judgment coming out of the High Court yesterday? The court finding that the fact that a substance is addictive doesn't make it essential.
Yes, hello to you, Clement, and the viewers. Our concern is actually about civil liberties and human rights, and it's very unfortunate that people don't acknowledge the rights of people to control their own body, their right to human dignity, and the right to all the benefits that smoking gives people, which is satisfaction, combating depression, combating stress, etc., etc. So smoking has many considerable health benefits, and these are being denied people, which makes them more vulnerable to COVID infection, not less. The judgment itself is important because it doesn't consider the correct, in my view, arguments. They were not properly presented. In other words, it doesn't refer to the earlier judgment, which said that the regulations are irrational. And it doesn't refer, for example, to Section 195, which says that there must be consultation which the government formulates its policy based on. And then also, just let's make something very clear here. The fact that this is loony for South Africa, and I can't be more polite about it, is made clear by the fact that we're virtually the only country in the world that has done this. If we have some secret, if our government knows something no one else knows about why this is a good thing to do, it should tell the rest of the world. The only country that followed was our neighbor Botswana, which has now unbanned the sale. A few parts of India banned the sale, but basically no serious country in the world, no serious place with the best science at their disposal has done this. And what we have done really is promoted the criminal sector. We've turned ordinary civilians by the million into criminals now buying their cigarettes in the criminal markets. And this, of course, leads to obvious speculation as to whether there are conspiracy theory interests by politicians in the illicit and illegal market.
Yeah.
And then also bear in mind that our Minister of Finance, Minister Peter Mboweni, opposed this in the cabinet, said it's going to lose billions to the government, destroy thousands of jobs, and he was, unfortunately, according to him, outvoted.
But does it mean anything, Leon, if one specific minister disagrees with what is now the collective decision of Cabinet? So he may have disagreed, but at the end of the day, Cabinet collectively decided that this is the way to go. I want to ask you about what government has been arguing all along, that part of the reason for the tobacco ban is that they are trying to protect lives. And when you look at the Disaster Management Act, it places that responsibility on government to look at protecting South Africans from this pandemic. So how can they balance that protection of lives from this pandemic and the civil liberties that you speak of?
Well, firstly, it's very easy. The harm of smoking is done ahead of time. Stopping smoking today doesn't make you healthier tomorrow. It, in fact, makes you more vulnerable tomorrow. In other words, from a health point of view, this is counterproductive. It makes people who are suddenly denied access to a very important product in their lives much more vulnerable. It makes them more insecure, more stressed. It stops combating eating and drinking disorders. It might make people promote domestic violence because smoking helps people relax. It's a sedative. So there is no health benefit by smoking today, stopping today, that is achieved tomorrow. There is a considerable health risk if you stop today for tomorrow. So this is why the rest of the world has not done this. And then let me just to point out that e-cigarettes are banned too. Now, there is no evidence that they are significantly harmful. On the contrary, they should be regarded as the solution. If you want people to stop smoking tobacco, then at least let them have e-cigarettes. So this is a phony measure, and I'm sure the Cabinet was not properly informed or briefed. It is not their job. You cannot expect the Minister of Agriculture or Transport or whatever to understand the finest science of health transmission. And even the scientists don't know what's going on with COVID. So to ban tobacco products and to ban e-cigarettes, harmless e-cigarettes, is just cannot be considered by any normal human being to be rational.
All right, Leon Low, thank you so much for your time.